Good morning. Today I'll focus on the stress management. You may think why we manage the stress, but it is necessary to manage the stress. You may think that we have to manage our business, our affair, our property. Why should we manage the stress? But stress management is very essential in the life because if the stress is continuous, it may leads to the some psychiatric problems, some psychological problems, and it prevent the individual to working condition of the individual is the reduced. So first we'll focus what is the stress. So this stress right from the time of the birth till the last breath down, an individual is inevitably exposed to the various stressful situation. The modern world, which is said to be a world of achievement, is also a world of stress and has been called the age of anxiety and stress. The word stress is originally used when a person is pressured the experience in response to the life demand situation. So stress is a state of mental, emotional stress or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. We need some stress in our life to help keep us focused, motivated. It helps us meet the deadline and achievement of the goals. That is known as the positive stress. Adolescents, they feel more stress. Teens are under more stress. Why? Because this age is the period of the significant change occur during the adolescence. The physical change, emotional change, social change, and the academic change occur. So now you recognize what are the symptoms of the stress. The symptoms of the stress can be categorized in the four categories. First one is the physical symptoms, next mental symptoms, behavioral symptoms, emotional symptoms. What are the physical symptoms? Like sleep pattern change, fatigue, digestion change, loss of sexual drive, headache, some pains, aches, infections, indigestion, dizziness, faintings, sweatings, trembling, tingling hands and the feet, breathlessness, palpitation, and missed heartbeats are the some physical symptoms you can recognize when the person is under stress. Mental symptoms are lack of concentration, memory lapse, confusion, disorientation, and the panic attacks. These are the mental symptoms of the stress. Behavioral symptoms like appetite change, maybe the too much or too little appetite. Eating disorders may occur like anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, increased intake of the alcohol or other drugs, increased smoking, restlessness, nail biting, and hypochondria occur when the person is stressed, and these are the behavioral symptoms of the stress. Emotional symptoms: depression, impatience, rage, tearfulness, deterioration of the personal hygiene and appearance. These are the emotional symptoms of the stress. So what do you think? Stress is good or bad? Sometimes stress is good and it is known as the eustress, and stress is bad also, it is known as the negative stress. So it is important to remember that stress is a natural part of life. Experiencing stress can be good, but it can also have negative effects on one's well-being. What makes stress a positive or negative factor with how effective the person experiences the stress is able to manage it. Positive stress, also known as eustress. Eustress or the positive stress occur when your level of stress is high enough to motivate you to move into action to get the things to accomplish your goal. So this eustress is the positive stress, and positive stress results enable the concentration, increase your performance, and energize you into the motion. Next part of stress, that is the distress, maybe some external and the internal Stresses, due to these stresses, this stress may occur. This stress or the negative stress occurs when your level of stress is either too high or too low, and your body and mind begin to respond negatively to the stressors. So stresses are, these are the change threats, maybe the internal or the external. Indicators of the stress. How you stress shows when a person is in the stressful situation, he shows some indicators. These indicators may be physiological, psychological, and cognitive. Physiological indicators are when physiological, they are also known as the signs and symptoms of the stress, result from the activation of sympathetic and neuroendocrine system of the body. And these indicators, physiological indicators, are pupil dilated, increased visual perception, alertness, sweat production is increased, sweating, excessive sweating, heart rate and cardiac output is increased, skin is pallid due to the peripheral blood vessel constriction, mouth may be dry, urine output also decrease. Psychological indicators are, these manifestations are anxiety, fear, anger, depression, and unconscious ego defense mechanism. These are the some psychological indicators of the stress. Cognitive indicators are, the person choose the alternatives, manipulation of a situation so that the threatening event do not occur, self-control, daydreaming. These are some psychological indicators. Now, stress related illness. If there is long-term excessive stress, it make the individual susceptible to the these following illnesses like migraine, high blood pressure, depression and anxiety, ulcer, cancer. If one episode of the intentional stress can directly lead to the following illness, these are the tension headache, heart attack, psychotic breakdown, and if high stress, this high stress can intensify the existing illness which are already existing in the individual, like it intensify your blood pressure, so high blood pressure, angina, mood disorders like depression may occur, thought disorders, delusion, hallucination, schizophrenia. What are the neurobiology and stress? So stress hormone like adrenaline and cortisol are produced in stressful situation, and these hormones travel to the major organs. When they reach to the brain, they interact and deplete the level of neurotransmitters like serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine. These are the neurotransmitters which moderate the mood and thoughts. They are responsible for your mood and the thoughts. As these neurotransmitter levels decrease, the following begins to occur: fatigue, change in eating and sleeping patterns, difficulty on focusing, loss of interest and previously enjoyed activity, worthlessness, hopelessness and guilty feelings, anger and irritability, anxiety and worries, sadness, suicidal and homicidal ideations occur due to the change of these neurotransmitters serotonin, norepinephrine and dopamine. Now some coping skills. Develop some good coping skills to manage the stress like exercise, relaxation, nutrition, develop social support network, positive diversionary activities, positive self-talk, recognize what you can and can't control in life and focus on what is in your control. Now the techniques of stress management. The stress can be managed by the laughing. So laughter is very good. It is laugh. When the person is laugh, the stress away from the person. Adopting a humorous view towards the life situation can the age of the everyday stress. What are the benefits of this laughing? Laughter lower the blood pressure and reduce the hypertension. It provides good cardiac condition, especially for those who are unable to perform physical exercise. Reduce the stress hormones. These hormones, epinephrine, cortisol and dopamine. It boosts the immune function by raising the level of infection fighting. You trigger the release of the endorphins, body's natural painkillers, produce a general sense of well-being. Some more techniques are autogenic relaxation techniques, getting hobby is the activity or interest that is undertaken for pleasure or relaxation, like collecting something, games, outdoor recreation, gardening, performing the arts, reading, cooking, etc. Meditation also good for in the condition of the stress. Meditation is a holistic discipline during which the time the practitioner train his or her mind in order to realize some benefits, generally subject to personal experience and most often done without any external involvement. Meditation often involves the evoking and cultivating a feeling or internal state such as compassion or attending to some focal points. Deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, abdominal breathing. So these are the some techniques by which you can reduce your stress. Yoga Nidra, yoga relaxation techniques also can be performed to manage the stress. Now the ABC of the stress management. A4, always take time for yourself. B4, beware of your own stress matter. C4, concentrate on controlling your own situation. D4, daily exercise. E4, eat lot of fresh fruits, vegetables, water. F4, forgive others. G4, gain perspective on things. H, hugs, kiss and laughing. I for identify stressor. J for judge your own performance realistically. K for keep a positive attitude. L for limit alcohol, drugs and other stimulants. M for manage money well. N for no is a word you need to learn to use without a feeling of guilty. O for outdoor activity. P for play your favorite music. Q for quit smoking. R for relationship. Nurture and enjoy the relationship. S for sleep, well sleeping, sound sleep. T for treat yourself once a week. U for understand the things from the other person point of view. V for verify information from the source before you exploring. W for worry less. Y for yearly goal setting. And Z for gist for the life. Apart from we have very good psychiatric counseling at the counseling center in our hospital, Jan Seva Hospital and Tatia General Hospital, with the psychologist and counselor. You can take the help from these counselor also, and some homeopathic medicines also very helpful. With the consultation of the homeopathic physicians, we can take these medications also to manage the stress. Thank you very much. Thank you.